I'm composer Thomas Hewitt Jones, and I'm outside Rochester Cathedral, which is the second oldest cathedral in England. I've been thinking a lot about the meaning of 21st century music and liturgy, and I think it's very important that the music has integrity and underlines the important aspects of the text, both emotionally but in terms of narrative as well. And I think it's very important that there's this kind of seriousness about it and solace for the listener, which, you know, in a way, in our very divided world, we're all kind of in need of a bit of truth and a bit of honesty. So I think music's real message can be one of honesty and hope and optimism in our challenging times. As a composer, it's always a delicate balance between writing music which is touching for hearts and souls, but also conveys the grandeur and grandiosity of the occasion. But I think the truth is that any music that sets text has to have honesty and integrity. And once it has that, I feel it can speak to people of all kind of walks of life, even if it's not their normal listening. I think it's very important to engage with people in an honest and true way. And I think irrespective of genre, I think that's the way to convey the meaning of a text. Now, I've recently become a dad, and since having a 1-year-old, it's confirmed a few things that I was thinking before, instinctively, about the fact that we don't need to spoon-feed babies. They can learn about the world gradually, one step at a time. And I think very much writing music for liturgy is about that. It's not about spoon-feeding or dumbing down at all. It's about speaking on very plainly and very honest emotional terms to a wide audience. And I think it's the key, really, that you don't dumb down. You just speak to people on their terms, on a very emotional plane that's incredibly honest. And I think they really do understand that. I think a grand occasion can definitely be brought across in music, and music can say things that words just can't. And so I think the stories of the Bible can be conveyed through music in a way that can be felt, and that's just absolutely incredible. I think using, you know, music and text with integrity are just incredible, and when they're done right, it can really convey a believable and feeling that people can just be part of a story from the Bible that helps their faith and extends their faith. And I think it's absolutely beautiful when it's done properly. For me, there's something about setting a Latin text which really conveys the divine in a way that English and our familiar languages don't. I think it's something about the fact that you can feel, you know, the past generations of Christian liturgy, and you can really feel you're a part of them. I think that Latin texts are just incredibly beautiful to set, and in a sense they convey the divine better because it's less day to day. And I think, you know, part of the struggle is feeling that you're writing and listening to something that isn't just, you know, done in a humdrum, mundane way. So you know, setting Latin text is absolutely key to that, because the Latin text is terribly historically interesting, and Tese is a much more contemporary version of sort of sublime chant, but the original medieval plainsong, originally organum, it has this kind of beautiful pleasure and otherworldly feel to it, which I think takes us out of ourselves as human beings. I frequently listen to that, and it's just incredibly pure and therapeutic. I think as a composer writing in the 21st century, you tend to want to explore the otherworldly and the less humdrum, you know, less day-to-day. It's always about soaring melody. I mean, soaring melody touches people emotionally, and if you can have the soaring melody and emotional integrity, I think you're really onto something. And I think that that's the kind of music that lasts in the canon and gives meaning to people, because it has that integrity of feel and of emotion and soaring melody, which I think people really respond to. I certainly do.